Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing.
Hi, it's April the 1st. Hope you caught somebody out today. I'm sure you can hear in the background as I open Steve's Word Room up for this month, the legend that is Adele. Wow, who doesn't like Adele? Never mind, I'll find someone like you. Just a mesmeric song that has really made her famous, and probably, you know, her most famous one out of the many famous ones. The reason I'm using that is because of the word for this month, and it's another word that I've been reminded begins with the letter I, and it's the word inspire. Going back to Adele, many of you will have heard the story that the song was written, like many of the songs that she sings, inspired by a relationship breakdown that happened to her. And as you think about the word inspire, I just want to throw in there a number of incidents that will remind you of stuff, whether you're young or old. Let's keep on the song theme. Those of you that go back a while, there's a guy called Buddy Holly who sang a song called Peggy Sue. The song started off as Cindy Lou, but the drummer in the band was dating a girl called Peggy Sue who he was just about to marry, and so they just swapped the names over and it became a legend of a song. Axl Rose, Sweet Child of Mine. It was originally a poem that he wrote to his girlfriend, inspired by his love for her, that then turned into a song. Or one of my favourite bands, Coldplay. They're just great. A song called Moses. As a Christian, a word that I know very well, but it ended up being their child's second name. It inspired them to call their child that particular name. As we often do, look in the dictionary. What does inspire mean? It's pretty obvious, I think, to all of us. It's to give someone an idea. It's to make someone have a feeling or a reaction, or to make someone feel that they want to do something or can do something. There are many things around you in the world in which you and I live that are inspired by other things and other people. We've just mentioned songs, poetry that's written out of experience, buildings even that are inspired by other things that people see. Not far from here is Birmingham City, and a new library has gone up that is covered in rings, inspired by the jewellery quarter that's a very famous part of Birmingham. Projects that people get involved in third world countries, inspired by what they see other people do. And just generally people get inspired to do things. Some people are in occupations inspired by what they saw or heard other people do. You see, when you talk about being inspired, or the word inspire, it's about a reaction that causes something to happen. So, what effect have you had on others, or do you want to have on others? There's some great Bible verses that use the word inspire. Let me just read them to you. 1 Thessalonians 1 verse 3 reads like this: "We always thank God for all of you and continually mention you in our prayers. We remember before God, our Father, your work produced by faith, your labour prompted by love, and your endurance inspired by hope." Timothy wrote that all scripture is God-breathed and useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness, so that the servant of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. The word inspire, I just love it, because it's something I like to do, to inspire other people to live a more fruitful, fulfilling life. And I want to challenge you through the Word Room this month to inspire other people. Sometimes by the words that you use and the things that you say, quite often by the life that you live. So inspire people to be more caring, inspire people to be more generous, inspire people to be more bold, to be more adventurous, to be more godly, to be more right living. In fact, inspire people to be more like Jesus every day in every way. That's Steve's Word Room, and the word is inspire. So I urge you now, So get off your bottom, go out and begin inspiring people. And just because I'm wearing it today, thank you. See you next month. Bye.